Hi, I'm Stacey Evans. I'm the supervisor for the West and the South for residential. We're going to go over Carsolva and how to add a vital and a task. So once you log into Carsolva, it's going to bring you to this landing page. You're going to want to select your client from the client search. I'm going to go ahead and use one of our training sites. So once you select your client, it's going to bring you to the prompt page. You're going to go to medication, as this is where all the back office work is done. DSPs do not have access to this part of Carsolva. You're going to want to select the event schedules, and then you'll want to select vital event management or task event management, depending on what it is that you're wanting to add. You can verify what orders they already have in place here. But let's just say we're going to go ahead and take a daily blood pressure monthly. So you'll just hit add. You're going to select your vital. You'll want to, if you do blood pressure, select daily blood pressure, as it's going to give you a value that staff are to look out for. And it also is going to alert if what they enter in is outside of that range. So you'll want to make sure that your instruction matches what's here. Say for whatever reason, it doesn't say take blood pressure daily, the order is something different. You'll want to make sure that that matches what that current physician order says. You'll come down here and you'll go ahead and put it in the schedule. So it's going to start today and we're going to do monthly. We're going to select that this is going to be done. We can just go ahead and hit day because we're going to have it done on the, let's just say the 5th of every month. Okay, so you can select that if you want to, if it's a specific week. And like say the 3rd week of the month, whatever it is, you can go ahead and update that as well. But we'll just say on the 5th of every month, they're going to go ahead and have to check a vital. And we're going to make it at 8 p.m. And your early administration should be 1 hour. And 1 hour because we should make sure that they are completing these tasks as prescribed. 1 hour as well for the administration warning. So this is the threshold here. So maybe this is something that the doctor gave you. Maybe they want us to be notified if the blood pressure is less than 95/65 or 150/102, whatever the order is from the doctor, you can put that. Otherwise, this is just a generalized threshold. If they have a high blood pressure and they're putting in a blood pressure of 152/112, we need to be alerted that they enter that in, whether that's incorrect or not. If staff aren't alerting program managers and nurses of these things, then how else are we going to catch that when it's happening? So this will actually alert to whoever's linked to that alert for this client, and then we'll let them know that the blood pressure reading was either higher than the threshold or lower than the threshold. The only thing that needs to be selected for the prompt buttons here is just the successful, out of facility, refuse, hold, and other. It's not a medication, so it doesn't have to have medication unavailable selected. They should be doing their vitals daily regardless. It shouldn't be scheduled for some time when they're at day program. So we'll go ahead and not have to select that either. So once you're done and you do that, you'll want to hit save. And then you'll see that it's here. This will not generate to the MAR. You actually have to go run a report to be able to see this on there. So once you hit save, it's now in the system. You're going to want to hit management reports. You're going to want to go to the vital sheet. You're going to select the month that you're checking. This actually goes back to 2019. So if you needed to check to see what the vital was in February of 2019, you can go ahead and run a report for that. Once you select the month and the year, you're going to generate report. It does take a moment for it to load. And then it shows here. It will show you that it's the client's name, their address, what date, and everything that's on here. Any other information that's been added. Then you'll be able to see all the tasks that have been added for that client. This is where you can go in and verify that staff have been signing it off. If there's a value listed and they have to put that information in there, then that will actually show as well. The blood pressure reading, what the pulse was, or anything of that nature. Glucometer readings, anything that has to put a value in will actually show here. You can see that we added this for it to be done monthly on the 5th. So you can see that this is the 5th. It's open. Everything else is X'd out because we are not taking a vital on that time for this specific order. It's only once a month. So once this staff does go in and get the blood pressure, it will actually show their initial and what the blood pressure reading was. So this is where you can go in and verify if you need to check on vitals. So if you want to go in and do a task, then you're going to want to go to event schedules and hit task event management. It's going to take you to the task screen. So these are two totally different things. Vitals are, they're going to check their intake and output. They want to check their weight or their blood pressure, pulse, oxygen level, respirations, temperature, things of that would be considered a vital. Everything else, left ankle exercises, insulin sliding scales, medication count. We don't typically put that in as an order for anything because staff should be doing a control count shift to shift every shift. So first shift to second shift to third shift, they should be automatically going in and doing that. There's no need for us to go in and add another prompt for them to do that because it's just one more thing that they have to sign off. So depending on whatever their task is, you would hit add, go in, and you would select what it is. Maybe the client's wearing an abdominal binder. So you want to make sure that they're making sure that that is in place. So you'll select that, and then your instructions should match whatever the order is. This says maintain abdominal binder as tolerated to prevent peg tube dislodgement. If that's what matches what the doctor ordered, then that's what it is. If not, then you would just change that to match whatever it is that the staff is supposed to be making sure is done. The scheduler is the same for vitals, for adding medications, things like that. When does it start? How frequently do they do it? Do they do it daily? Then you would leave it daily. You would put what times you put on here. There isn't a way for it to be per shift. So anything that you add into here, into Carsolva, will be required to be done at that time. So if they need to check it every morning at 8 a.m., then it would be at 8 a.m. They couldn't go back in at 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. to verify that because then it's considered late. So you would just select whatever time you're going to have them look. Make sure you're 1 hour, and this is also at 1 hour. Again, the prompts that only need to be selected are successful out of facility, refused, hold, and other. And then once you're done, you just hit save. And then once you've added that in there, you want to go back in and see what someone has signed off. You're going to hit management reports. You're going to hit task sheet. And then you're going to select your month and your year and generate your report. Once you do that, you can see here that we added this today, but again, because it's after 8 a.m., we're not able to document on that today. They'll have to start documenting on it tomorrow. But you'll be able to go in and verify that staff are completing their tasks as well. This is just the same as the MAR. We want to make sure that the staff are going in and signing off their vitals, signing off their medications, and doing any tasks that are required of them during their shift. And this is where we can verify that. Let's just say you want to go ahead and run a report. You can print, but it's only going to print what your screen is. Anytime you want to run a report, you're going to want to export that PDF and hit OK. This does take a few minutes for that to load. It will actually pop open in a separate tab where you can save that to your desktop, send it off in an email, print it, or whatever you need to do for that client. And that is all there is to adding a task or a vital.